Hello, truckers. Welcome back to American Truck Simulator with Realistic Economy. We are on the state line of Louisiana, getting ready to go into Arkansas. 6 a.m. in the morning. The engine's been running for a few minutes. I think it's warm enough. Well, probably not, but we're going to get going anyways. We're going to Hot Springs, Arkansas is where we headed to. And I got some neighbors last night. Quite a few neighbors, so I'm going to hope that we can get out of here. Should be able to. Is there a car behind me? Oh, never mind. I hit the truck next to me, apparently. Oopsies. I didn't think I was that close, but it's a slight rub. It's this little tire mark somewhere. It'll get buffed out. Anyways, that's a good way to start. But we made about 10 grand overnight. Well, I say we. The company did. So up to 95,000 to start the day. So can we get the goal of maybe being at 100 grand by the end of the day? Don't forget we got that $6,000 loan payment somewhere around, I think it's like 10:30, 11 o'clock. That time seems to adjust itself now and then. But either way, we got to make that payment. A little rocky. I think we're over the curb a little bit. I gotta remind myself, what time does it need to be there? Well, I got a green light. Let's get on the interstate, then I'll worry about it. Let's see, it needs to be there Monday by 11 a.m. Oh, that's today. I think it should be no problem. I think ETA has us there by 9 o'clock in the morning. So, unless something weird happens, which it can, we should be fine. And where we go from there, well, that all determines on what we got for leaving Hot Springs. Yeah, let's get on the road. I think it's mostly interstate before we get to Hot Springs. And then we should be all set. Yes, we are saving up the cash to buy ourselves a new truck. And hello, Arkansas. Or some people may pronounce it Arkansas. I don't know. No, I think, but it's Arkansas. But anyways, yeah, we're saving up to buy ourselves a truck. We're not trading in this truck. This truck will be given to our new driver, whoever that may be. So I'm guessing like another $60,000 would do it. So who knows? Maybe another 4 or 5 episodes into Kenny, and we'll trade it in. Well, I keep saying trade it in. We'll swap it out for whatever, excluding the trucks that we have driven already. I've been wanting actually to get the Freightliner, but the new Cascadia, that's been in the game for quite a while. I think we did give it a test run though. Been a while though. I don't remember if we did or didn't. But I think we drove for someone else for a day, and we took the Cascadia out, and it was a decent truck. Let me set the cruise control here. I think I did. Yes, we did. Can you hear the engine? Oh, just as soon as I set the cruise control. Yeah, we're swapping to a different interstate. All right, nice smooth transition from one interstate to the other, so we can keep up the speed. Weather's looking really good this morning. The sun's out. It's not raining, although we don't mind a little bit of rain now and then. Trees are looking lovely this morning. Looks really good after being in the winter mod for a while. Winter is the same way for me in real life. When winter comes, the first couple snowfalls, it's like, oh, you know, everything's white. It looks kind of nice. But after a while, it's like, all right, I'm done with the snow. Let's get back to the little bit warmer weather. I can tell driving already for the first 5 minutes in this episode. I don't feel it. I don't feel like I'm at one with my W900 this morning. I just don't feel it. The steering doesn't feel smooth. I mean, we saw that just back, and now I tapped that trucker sitting next to me. I'm pretty sure he's not happy. I left a little post-it note underneath the trailer, see if he finds it with my information. A little buffer. It's only a little bit of rubber. I think it's Michelin tires we got on this truck, so a little bit of Michelin rubber on the side of his fender, or maybe it was tire against tire. I don't know. I didn't even feel it. I just heard the horn going off. I'm like, I thought there was a car behind me. I'm like, is there a car going around the truck stop here? I would like to head back towards the West Coast. I always say I would like to get back into California, but every time I get back into California, I don't know, it's just that because the reduced speeds is driving me nuts a little bit. Which is fine, because the game does take into consideration that when you're delivering there, it's, you know, they do consider that slower driving around. Maybe we can slowly get back up to the northwestern part, which we were headed to until the game updated to 1.47, and it changed everything. That happens, you know. Updates come along. It screwed up our whole delivery. It does make me wonder a little bit why, when they have an update like that, that we get reverted back to our home garage. Which now we get a free teleport anywhere we want to, but it cancels our delivery and all that. The only thing I can think of is if they updated the map, they have your truck at a certain location, an XYZ or an XY location on the map, and if they move the road over a little bit, they're going to spawn you where your last were. That road may not be there anymore, so maybe that's why they do it. This is our exit. Should have known that. Wasn't even really paying attention. I'm right behind the copper. And I just realized we're only 20 miles out. Where are we going with this? We're looking for an Exxon Mobil. Oh yeah, so I should mention, in case you haven't seen it and you've been wanting to understand, how to install the coast-to-coast map, I did put out a video last week, like 4 or 5 days ago, on how to do that. Wait, we got a green light already? Can't see if the... Nope. Light's red. Was it red when he went through, or what's the deal? I'm not sure. Someone did ask, though, if we could get ourselves a lowboy and do some heavy hauling. Well, we had a lowboy. I don't know if we did a lot of heavy hauling with it. I loved how that van went on the on-ramp for the interstate. He made the corner. Then after he made the corner, he stopped before he continued. But yeah, we had a lowboy, and actually it's being used by our drivers right now in Denver. But I don't think we got a lot of heavy haul stuff with it. I try to avoid the convoy or special transport jobs here because it takes a lot of time out of the day. We've done a couple, and it just kind of screws up our schedule. But who knows? Maybe in the future we'll get back to doing some. The money is coming in really good now, but I would like to get the cash flow coming in a little bit more. Who wouldn't? Especially when you still owe $1.5 million. I think that's where we're at. Somewhere, I don't know, is it 1.5? Seems like no matter what game I play, I got a loan, so. What we get paid for this job? $5,000, which isn't bad considering we weren't going too far. We came from Hot Springs, Louisiana. It all depends on what you get paid per the mile. That's what you really got to look at. Don't always look at the grand total and say, oh, you're getting paid a lot. Breaks down very easily by what you're getting paid by the mile. Yeah, keep bringing that cash, people. I want to end the day at, you know, being over 100,000. Trip fuel, 3,908. I don't think I can go 3,908 miles on a tank of fuel. Or is that something we got to reset now? Or is that broken? Or been a while since I actually looked at that, but usually that should tell you how many miles you can go on a tank. Unless they change the settings on that. Alright, I gotta stop paying attention to that and focus on where I'm going here. Well, hello, Budweiser. Can you afford advertising anymore? Don't think we're going there. We're going around the corner. So we got an Anheuser-Busch distributor right here, and we got ExxonMobil apparently right behind it. Don't you just love when you're sitting at a red light and there's not a car in sight? Probably had to put a stoplight here so when workers get out, they can get out into traffic a little bit easier. That's just me role-playing with that just a little bit. This is, you know, why else would there be a stoplight there? Alright, so our drop-off point is to the right somewhere. Question is where? And which way do I need to be facing? Alright, let me put a parking brake on. We'll put her in neutral. And we'll hit this camera here so we can just see where am I going with it. Ah, okay, so right over there. I knew that. So I can't really just drive in because, yeah, I gotta back up to that concrete barrier right there. Can I drive straight forward, or is there going to be like an invisible wall here? I'm going to go slow just in case. Alright, I think we can go forward a little bit. Where am I in? R3? Yeah, we don't want to be R3. Let's be R1. Yep, and now I'm hitting that right front fender once again. Yeah, I'm not going to get into that parking spot the way I want to. Gonna go ding. I think I'm going to be inside the line. And we are. Alright. Turn off the engine. And sometimes my steering wheel does that for some reason every time I shut it off. There we go. It's like I hit the button. It's not doing anything. The game froze on me. Alright. So, should be 1 hour for unloading. And let's go ahead and, of course, check the job market, which probably we're just going to be taking something from here. Shreveport, Little Rock, Albuquerque. That's kind of the way we want to go, but we got to go to Union Pacific, wherever that may be. I'm guessing it might be right here. We could go to Corpus Christi. Which, you know what, we didn't really, you know, we've been around Texas, but we kind of just like did a drive-by through all these cities. Maybe we should just go there. $5.97 a mile for chlorine. $5.97 a mile. Compared to Albuquerque, which is going to pay me $7.49 a mile for the same product. Let's see, that needs to be there by the end of tomorrow. Offer expires in 41 minutes. I don't know where Union Pacific is, so if it takes me more than an hour to get there, by the time I get there, the offer will be gone. Alright, so yeah, I'm kind of getting... Yeah, okay, it needs to be there Tuesday, so that's tomorrow, right? So I got 11, 15 hours. I got 15 hours to drive 11 hours and 6 minutes. And we're right at ExxonMobil. So I guess we're taking this one and we're going to Corpus Christi. Where do I sign in here? Where do we sign in at the ExxonMobil? Turn off the parking brakes first off. I mean, maybe I should ask this person. Dude, where do I sign in? He doesn't know either. Oh, right up here. Okay. Would be kind of cool if we didn't have to actually just go up and sign in, but let's go ahead and press this, and of course cargo market, and this should already be highlighted. Take the job for chlorine, and now I get to do this all over again, not knowing, you know, before we go in, let's do the same thing. Ooh. Where are we here? Oh, there we are. Okay, so I should kind of back up and then pull in. Or make a quick U-turn. Yeah, probably the U-turn be easiest thing to do. Well, I say easiest thing. I don't know if I can make this corner. I probably should have backed up a little bit. I do have rear wheel steering on the trailer. Nope, can't make that corner. Can I? I don't think so. Yeah, almost. Yep, trailer's in. Alright, we should be good to go now. I should be able to square it up on the other side. Alright, having the steering on the trailer at first is like, do we really need it? And now, as we move along further with the trailer, it does come in handy. Somewhere... There we go. Alright, so load us on up. Cargo has been loaded, so we're just rounding off how long it takes us to load up a load, and it's usually about an hour to unload or end load. So since we unloaded and of course now loaded, that's 2 hours. So now we can drive until 7 o'clock in the evening. I'm just assuming we're going out this way. I didn't even look at the GPS. So in theory, we almost get there tonight. If we drive until 7, that leaves 2.5 hours on our schedule. And it needs to be there by... Okay, yeah, we should have plenty of time-ish. Looks like we're taking the same road out as we did on the way in. Come on, light, just stay green. Thank you. And usually most of these loads are 50,000. Oh, this one's only 30,000. So, you know, 20,000 pounds lighter than what we've been taking. All right, let's get rid of that. So we're all set. So, yeah, we got 8.5 hours left in our clock today, apparently. Everyone's stopping, so our green light for us. Waiting for this car to get through the intersection. I didn't hit no one. That's our loan payment. So, by the end of the day, can we bring in another $2,500? Not going to be us. Unless by some miracle I somehow make up 2.5 hours today getting there to Corpus Christi. Which I highly doubt that will happen. And up and away we go. And for Monday, traffic is kind of on the light side so far. See if the traffic picks up as we get down towards Texas. Alright, speed limit 70. I have no problem going just a little bit over the speed limit today. Just as we do almost every day, right? Since there's not much traffic out here, I think we're comfortable at 72. And since we don't have that much weight behind us, I think we're all set. Until I pull into Texas, they're going to have me pull into the weigh station, I'm sure. I just feel it. Because as we all know, when Texas came out, I had my issues driving around Texas. Whether it be driving around Houston and taking the wrong exits, or just traffic in general. Is that little car going to get going? I'm going to have to get back in that lane. They're going to pull me in. I just do it because I was in the left lane. It seems like I swear 90% of the time, if you're in the left lane and you come up to a way station, they're going to pull you in. I'll get them frustrated by using the Jake brake on the way in. And of course, every time I leave a way station, I don't follow the 15 miles an hour rule. Did I cross the state line and I didn't see it? Is that why I got pulled in? So there's a chopper up here, so there's an accident, and I think it's in our lane. So we'll scooch over. We will slow down for the accident, of course, because I'm already going slow. That's why. Well, I say an accident. Kind of looks like a, you know, some other kind of activity going on there with the coppers. Coming on the on-ramp, so we're good to go. Alright, so just go back to the old cruise control. I think we had it set for 72. I do like getting the updated billboards every week, just to see what we got for advertisements. I wonder if they actually pay for that. If they're paying. I don't know if it's I don't think it's SCS that's doing. I think it's the billboard mods that we got. I wonder if they're getting paid to put it in there. If not, it's just free advertising. And let's not miss any exits today going through Texas. And be very careful on these off ramps. Should have my direction light on, a little slow on that. That went rather well. Nice and smooth. No traffic to contend with. Just gotta get back up to speed once again. We'll try to stay in this lane as much as we can. I don't want to be in that left lane because when we get into Texas, if I'm in that left lane, they're going to call me on in. They may call me on in either way, but I just feel like there's a higher chance they call you in when you're in that left lane. Really don't know my interstates that well in the lower half of the U.S. I-49 is what we're on. So we gotta be getting back into Louisiana, right? Yep, back into Louisiana. Since I was just here this morning, I hope they don't decide to pull me in. I do wonder, though, because I'm just be a little curiosity going across my brain right now. I wonder how they code it into the game on the rest areas, way stations. Is it just every time you pass those meters, it's like a 50-50 chance, or does the game also calculate like, well, they were just at a way station 5 minutes ago, so it doesn't count when you drive past, doesn't even really activate. Alright, now it's time to head a little westbound, I suppose. A lot of these interchanges I'm seeing, I'm not used to seeing them like that, but apparently it works for them down there. I say down there because I'm way up there in the U.S. Alright, and I think we're going to be in Texas here soon, if not already, because that's the Texas flag. Speed limit is 75 here, so we can bump it up a little bit. And traffic does appear to be picking up just a little bit. Oh, okay, and just as soon as we get comfortable on here, seems to be the story of today. Can't stay on the interstate more than a couple of minutes. Oh, green light. I mean, that was nice of them. Gonna give me the green light here. No. Probably once I get to a full stop, it'll turn green. Just realized that we still got Cupid up in the windshield there. We gotta possibly change that now soon. Well, you know what? At this point, might as well stay there until we swap trucks. So, we've been on this road before. And I can only say that because GPS is telling me so. I don't know if we're in Texas technically or not. I mean, the only thing I saw was a Texas flag. I didn't see a welcome to Texas sign. That guy moved over because he knows we are turning. And he wants to be out of my way. $35, huh? So much for the interstates. At least for now. A couple hours, we'll have Cindy get out her tablet and we'll start figuring out where we need to be staying for the evening. Yeah, we are in Texas because the state highway signs are the Texas signs. Don't know if it's just me or not, but it looks like it's foggy up ahead. A little cloudy. Could be just a midsummer, well, we're in springtime technically, springtime haze in Texas. Doesn't quite, yes, it doesn't feel right doing 75, but then the sign said 60 miles an hour up ahead. Apparently we're in Lufkin, at least that's what the sign says. I don't know if I'm in a turning lane. Oh, no. So one thing always gets me sometimes is sometimes when you see in like an off-ramp and you're in 2-lane, sometimes the right lane, and I don't see all the signs as I'm driving, don't say exit only. He'll tell you that the exit's ahead, but it doesn't say exit only, and you get there and you realize, oh, I need to be in that single lane over there. So this part of Texas we have not been to. At least not on this road. But we had been to the truck stop up ahead. $55 feels like we're in California. Yeah, Houston. Let's not mess around with Houston, shall we? Yeah, I'm supposed to be going here. All these overpasses and crisscrosses, sometimes it's not quite sure where I need to be going. Luckily for me, there was no one in the right lane. I just don't get along with Houston, I guess. But at least I did not miss the exit. Still only 55 through here, okay. Let me get over to this lane here. Alright, it's close enough to 5 o'clock, and I think this is a good opportunity to get the map out, since there's no traffic around me. As that took a second. So we got about 2 hours left on our clock. How far is this? 2:29. We got ourselves a rest area to go to. Oh, game. You want to fix yourself there? There you go. I was getting ready to say we're not over 100,000, and I'm like, oh no, we got income coming in, and we're shy of by 280 bucks. Well, it's gonna be more than that because I am gonna have to top off this truck with some diesel when we get to our location. We actually have lost about a half an hour on our ETA to Corpus Christi, because when we left it said about 9:30 or so, and now it's going to be like 10 o'clock. So that means tomorrow I'll be there by 9, and we got until afternoon, so it shouldn't be an issue. I would have taken the other load to, was it Santa Fe, New Mexico? Just that load was only going to be there for like another 40 minutes. And not sure how long it was going to take me to get to Union Pacific from ExxonMobil. I've been bit by that maybe 5 or 6 times in ETS2. And here in ATS throughout, well, geez, I've been doing this now, driving trucks, simulator games, for 10 years now. I think I started ETS2 back in 2012-ish. And I never really used to look at how much time was left on the cargo. It's just like, oh, there's a load there available for me. I think the first time or two I got there, I'm like, well, where's... I know I clicked on it. Where's that load? And it's not there. I think the first couple times I didn't understand what was going on. Should set the cruise control for 65, I think. So we should be at our rest area right around 7, maybe a little bit after. Which which is another hour and 10 minutes. So if we can get one more driver to bring in a decent load, I mean a decent load, just $1,000. Not asking for much, and that should cover our diesel, buying diesel once we get there as well, and we can end the day at 100,000. But you almost know that's not going to happen. I do need to take a screenshot, and I haven't done that in a moment. I wonder if taking one being on this bridge with a city in the background would be a good one. Well, something I don't usually do when I'm taking my screenshot. Yeah, apparently this is a special screenshot I'm taking. I'm taking a picture of the Houston Skyline District. Let's go ahead and take that picture, shall we? Photo trophy captured. I don't know what that means, but there we have it. Of course, that's also your thumbnail, so you may have already seen the thumbnail, but apparently this is a trophy picture. I don't know what that means, but yeah, let's get back on the road. This is always a tricky part. Yep. All right, I think we're all set. Nope, game for... Yep, there we go. Does that once in a while. Doesn't usually do it that bad. So apparently there's trophy photos you can take, I guess. Well, speed limit's only 60 through here, so I should slow on down a little bit. And yeah, I think we need to go this way. And I think yep, I did it again. I hate Houston. I just hate it. I really do. There's something about every time I get into Houston. Alright, so this is going to throw me off a little bit now. I think I've done this before, getting in the nighttime in Houston, trying to get to a rest area, and I take the wrong turn, and now I got to do a loop-de-loop. I just cost myself an hour as well. Well, maybe 45 minutes, apparently. I might be taking the same route as I did weeks ago when I did this. So, of course, there's no rest areas here. We're going to still have to get to the rest area that I needed to. But now it's going to be, a little bit later. I think I'm getting right back on the same interstate that we were on not long ago. Let's hope this time I do it right. Thank you for moving over. I need to get over as well, I think. I know someone did mention turning on the voice nav, and no thanks. I can't stand it in real life. I hate it in real life. I don't care if I don't know where I'm going. I'll just keep looking at the GPS. Although I think on the GPS, I can change the scaling of that GPS. Maybe I'm zoomed out too far. It'd be a little bit clearer if I zoomed in a little bit. Which is great when you're in the cities, but when you're not in the cities and you want to know about your exit on an interstate way ahead in advance, being scaled out a little bit more is better. I gotta figure out what key that is. I know I have it programmed. Nope, I'm not gonna do that again. I almost did it again. That's the same spot. It's because this road goes under that one right there, so they kind of overlap a little bit. That's me trying to make excuses, but, it's still on me. So the thing is, I'm going to be a little bit tired now. I gotta stay really focused. Every time I get to Houston, it's like, just stay focused driving through here. Nothing against Houston, but I'm never moving here. No thanks. Of course, like anything, you drive, you get to any area, you don't know it until you drive around, and then it becomes so easy for you. So somewhere around 8 o'clock, we'll get to our rest area because I wasted 45 minutes taking a scenic route around Houston, like always. How far we are now, but we got to be getting rather close. But those cars were turning at a high rate of speed. Yeah, this is our rest area coming up. I can see it. So do I want to get off here? Not having the barrier X's up makes me a little nervous sometimes, not knowing if it's a traveled road or not. Alright, I think I've done this before. We're not going to this fuel station to the right. We're going to this one up here. And even though I drove an extra hour, no one brought in the extra $1,000 I was hoping for. $3.66 for fuel in Texas, apparently. And how many gallons did I use today? 173. I'm just going to pull in here. It dinged for a second. Well, I'll worry about that when I log in next time. I never sleep, I don't sleep overnight until I start recording the next episode. But I'm not. Oh, okay. Press the following key to rest. We are in the zone. I'm not, apparently. Just shy of $100,000. $99,000. We are technically in Houston. But if we look at the map, we'll see how far Corpus Christi is. And let's see here. We got a little bit of an interstate. Looks like a side road and then a state highway right down to Corpus Christi. We should be there in plenty of time. Doesn't have to be there until the latest hour. I think it was like 2:30 in the afternoon before we got to get there. And we got another 4.5 hours to get there. So we should be there by 11 a.m.-ish, somewhere around there. But Houston, I'm telling you, let's get out of Houston. And I'm going to try to avoid Houston the rest of my time here, I think, throughout this series. But anyways, that's going to do it for today, guys. Hopefully you guys did enjoy the episode. I do appreciate you watching. As always, I'll catch you again right here in American Truck Simulator with Realistic Economy. But until then, have a good one.